Guys, first day of the season that I'm able to actually get on and play. We are going to be starting the season at Bronze Tier 3. We are going to be using a budget mono red deck. I don't believe we're going to have any rares in this deck. Maybe one or two. We'll see. Deck tech will be coming soon, but outside of that, let's get into the games. Alrighty, boys, we're into it. We got a 0 rare red deck. It's going to be very, very aggro based, so let's get into it. Phoenix Chick on 1. Infantry's available on 2. And then we can start getting these pump spells going. Boom. One real quick. I think the biggest thing with mono red is I couldn't beat them last season. And if you can't beat them, join them, right? Shouldn't have a 1 mana counter spell. Now he's on the board. We're going to be doing pretty well. He does have some tempo play, so that's expected. Hopefully we're drawing into another mana. If not, we can Blazing Crescendo. He's tapped out, so we should be good there. He's tapped out. I want to get him on the board. He needs to be out so that he can get the pump spells. He basically has prowess, but not prowess. It's just potential counters at the end of the day. Is it wizards maybe, huh? Okay. I see what you got going on. So let's do... Let's do combat. Let's let him make blocks. And then we can either end the festivities and clear his board, or just go for damage, right? I gotta get him out of here. As we know, he is very strong. And get him another pump. Creature next turn would be awesome. If creature doesn't happen, it's okay. That's fine. Alright. Let's do... Lightning Strike. Or we just win. Alright, cool. I'll take that. It's a good win right off the bat. Mono Red's fast. Especially against Is It Wizards. They did have the tempo spell to kind of push us back a little bit. It just held us off a little bit of a turn. If we did draw a 3rd mana, we could have went off pretty bad. In the festivities, Reckless Impulse, grab some more cards, clear the board, we would have been good. Alrighty, Bronze 3, 2 marks. No creatures, huh? Swift Spear with Kumano. Kumano turns into a creature. Reckless Impulse is going to give us some additional cards. We only need 1. We don't need both of them. So let's get rid of that. Perfect. Well, Kumano on 1. Swift Spirit will come in with a counter as if we cast a spell, but it'll stay with it the whole time. So we're doing good there. We got green, black. Cool. Swift Spear with an additional counter. Play with fire. Trigger prowess. We're going to scry 1. No scry. When does a scry come? If a player is dealt damage. That works fine for me. Cool. That's fine. Kumano's going to turn into a creature. Perfect. Perfect. Let's impulse and see what we get. Land. Damage, and is it until the end of your turn? So we need to play with fire now. Scry. We don't need the end of festivities. You're not creature heavy based right now. I believe if we draw a Twinferno, we win. Unless he sacrifices. It's a toxic deck, okay. Alright. I see how it is. Boom. We actually didn't have enough for lethal, but he assumed that based on our play lines. So I'll take that. Mono red versus toxic, assuming that we can keep creatures on the board and he doesn't kill our creatures too much, puts us in a good position, so that's great. Alright, we got mono red. This is our bronze 3-4 mark, so this is our promotion game. We do have the Phoenix Chick, and then the infantry to back it up, so we'll keep this. 4 mana, that's kind of where I want to stay at, and we drew a 5th, so that's great. Hopefully we don't have too much early kill spells on his end, which he's a card reader, which happens. But Phoenix Chick can't block, so you have to attack in either way. That's kind of the purpose of having him. Green black, toxic. Okay. Put him out. If he wants to trade, we'll trade. No trade, so he's going to get his first point of toxic damage down. And then let's see what he has to follow that up with. It's 1 toxic. Alright, we got a lot of Blazing Crescendos. So, alright, let's combat. I don't think he's going to do blockers. Cool. And I believe that was the... Oh, we get it till next turn. Cool. I thought it was till end of turn, but that might be Reckless Impulse. We're just hoping for not a kill spell on the infantry. That's fine. We'll take that all day. We'll proliferate. We'll get our second counter. And then 2 combat for 3-4. Alright. So we got 2, 3, 4 on the triggers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do it. And we might draw a direct burn spell. Trigger 1 counter. Get big. Trigger 2 counter. Get big. Play with fire, so unless he gains life, this is lethal next turn. And looks like the gardeners outside decided to start trimming. So if you hear any of that in the background, that's what that is. So unless he has a way to kill us this turn, which I don't think he does, we just play with fire and we win. Good game, opponent. No way to gain life. We don't need to scry. Boom. That's victory. And that gets us into bronze 2. Let's go, boys. Looks like we're going to go pretty hard this season. Last season or last split for March, we didn't have the full month to play. We only had about 2 weeks to play. And it was a tempo deck that kind of played out a little slower. This mono red deck's going to play a lot faster. But that's going to be our first rank up of the season into Bronze 2. I will get the deck tech out for the mono red deck here shortly. I just want to get some examples of playlines so that you guys can actually see what that looks like, and you can actually see how it's supposed to play out. Similar to that last playline where we had the 2 pump spells plus the triggers of the infantry itself, you can get a lot of damage in real quick. So I appreciate you guys sticking around, coming back for the new split for the April split. Hopefully we get into gold, platinum. You never know, we might even make it into diamond this season. That's our goal. Eventually we'll get to mythic with playing just budget decks, because at the end of the day we're not going to miss lethal. See you guys later.